Walkway to the terminal was all carpet, no oxygen. Dilly bundled Finn into the first restroom on offer, locked the cubicle door and pulled at his leather belt. "You're beautiful," she told him, going down onto her haunches and unzipping him. He watched her passport rise gradually out of the back pocket of her jeans in time with the rhythmic bobbing of her buttocks as she sucked him. He arched over her back and took hold of her passport before it landed on the pimpled floor. Despite the immediate circumstances, human nature obliged him to take a look at her passport photo. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, gotcha. So this is The Death of Bunny Monroe by Nick Cave. Wait, is this fucking Nick Cave? Like, actually Nick Cave?
Yep.
Like Gladiator 2 Nick Cave? Like Red Right Hand Nick Cave? Yes. All right. Ready?
Yep.
He slips his hands under her cotton vest, and her body spasms and slackens, and he cups her small, cold breasts in his hands and feels the hard pearls of her nipples like tiny secrets against the barked palms of his hands. He feels the gradual winding down of her dying heart and can see a bluish tinge blossoming on the skin of her skull through her thin ironed hair. "Oh, my dear Avril," he says. He puts his hands under her knees and maneuvers her carefully so that her bottom rests on the edge of her settee. Settee? 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 Settee?
What's a
Settee? Settee? It's her fucking couch! He slips his fingers under the worn elastic of her panties that are strung across the points of her hips, slips them to her ankles, and softly draws apart her knees and feels again a watery ardor in his eyes as he negotiates a button and a zipper. It is exactly as he imagined it. The hair, the lips, the whole. And he slips his hands under her wasted buttocks and enters her like a fucking pile driver. Like a fucking pile driver!
And he came hard in her mouth as his dick jumped around and rattled on her teeth and blacked out. And he blacked out, and she took his dick out of her mouth and lifted herself from his face and whipped the pillow away, and he gasped and glugged at the air, and he came again so hard that his dick wrenched out of her hand, and a shot of it hit him straight in the eye and stung like nothing he ever had in there. And he yelled with the pain, but the yell could have been anything. And as she grabbed at his dick, which was leaping around like a shower dropped in an empty bath, she grabbed his back with the nails of both hands, and he shot 3 more times in thick stripes on her chest like Zorro.
Well, where is this right mind on that afternoon I came home from school to find my mother out of the house in our refrigerator, stocked with a big purplish piece of raw liver.
Raw liver, baby, yeah.
I believe that I have already confessed to the piece of liver that I bought in a butcher shop and banged behind a billboard on the way to a bar mitzvah lesson. Well, I wish to make a clean breast of it, Your Holiness, that it wasn't my first piece. My first piece I had in the privacy of my own home, rolled around my cock in the bathroom at 3:30, and then had again on the end of a fork at 5:30, along with the other members of that poor innocent family of mine. So, now you know the worst thing I've ever done. I fucked my own family's dinner. I feel like I need to go take a shower after eating.
Her hair, still wet from the shower, had been combed down her back in a wet swath. Hilda was sitting on the floor, her round, wet boobs still wet from the shower's water. She dried off the water with a towel, which then became wet. Hilda gasped when she saw a reflection in her bedroom mirror. Through the slightly open door, she caught a glimpse of the chiseled abs and square jaw of the mysterious stranger who shared her cabin. She stood and spun around, her breasts swinging heavily with the momentum. She grabbed the door and flung it open, revealing shirtless Torolf, quivering with desire in the doorway.
Swinging breasts, baby.
Ow!
Ow.
Hurt.
Torolf was ashamed at being caught, but his shame made him even better, or even hotter for sex.
Harder,
He
baby.
stepped into the room, and his bulging abs accidentally smashed into Hilda's rich chest.
Bulging abs.
As Hilda's buttermilk bosoms squished up against his granite abs, Torolf almost had a dick aneurysm.
Dick aneurysm, baby.
Hilda, Torolf murmured thickly, his throbbing meat wand pressing against Hilda's warm thighs. He's wasting no time. There's a secret I need to not tell you. You are my forbidden desire.
Hilda had been waiting to hear these words. Her heart was lifted on golden wings and soared toward a radiant sun of perfect joy. She saw herself and Torolf happy together, bathed in golden light of love. Her snooch got all warm too.
Her snooch, baby.
Torolf
It's like a person.
snooches. Torolf, Hilda moaned, her lush teeth straining with desire. I need you.
Torolf, coarse abs pulsing softly in the moonlight, stood silently.
Hilda looked at him expectantly. Oh, sorry, she added. Torolf, I need you. Sexually.
Sexually, baby.
At hearing those beautiful words, Torolf flexed his rough-hewn abs, and Hilda found herself being guided to her soft bed by the sheer force of Torolf's undulating midsection.
Undulating midsection, baby.
She parted her thighs in anticipation, exposing the soft pink petals of her clutch.
I thought this was supposed to be bad.
I can't even. Go ahead.
Torolf entered her like she was a lottery.
She's scratching it. What? What in the
His
number
engorged-
We don't scratch. No.
His engorged
We don't-
pecker pushed inside her, and she felt fulfilled with sexual fulfillment.
Oh, that fulfillment, baby.
3 cherries, baby. Hilda clutched
Preach.
at the bedsheet. Hilda clutched at the bedsheets with lust and ecstasy, and her hands, her spongy love mountains hurled to and fro. With each pounding,
Oh,
her body was like a beautiful flower that was opening, and somebody was pushing their dick inside it.
Oh, yeah.
Then Torolf moaned, arched his back, and suffered from dick Fargus.
Okay, who
what the
wrote
fuck?
this? This is a joke. I love you guys so much.
No, I did not write this. I did not write this.
He pumped in all of his hot
Did John write
pearlescent
this?
sperms
Who wrote this?
Nope.
as Hilda as Hilda spasmed with so many orgasms.
Just what?
Almost
The
done,
two
baby.
lay still for a moment, as the stinky scent of lovemaking billowed around the room. Hilda got out of bed, still shimmering with orgasm. She glowed with contentment, like a cat who ate the
Shimmering with
cream
orgasm.
of the crop.
Ew.
She walked across the room and picked up her towel, still wet with shower water. Torolf, she said softly, there's something I have to tell you.
But her bed was empty. Torolf was gone, escaped out the bedroom window. In the distance, Hilda heard the fading sound of galloping abs.
You're welcome.
Okay, wait.